Hi, and welcome back to the episode of the History of Fan Anime. I'm your host, William Chow, and this is one of your favorite episodes that's been getting lots of popularity. I'm going to go through and continue on making the top 30 anime showdowns. I'm going to give you the top 30 TV titles, OAV titles, and movies for the entire decade of the 1980s. Okay? And now we're on the year 1988. Okay, so we're going to go through and select out what titles are going to be making it onto the list and what titles will be marked off the list. Okay, and this is a quest to find out what are the 30 top titles that you really need to pay attention to for the decade of the 1980s. Okay, so before I get in, remember to go down below, click like and click subscribe. Anything that you do to help the YouTube recognize the algorithm, that'd be great. If some comments about some of the animes that you've watched and said, hey, I remember watching that show or that kind of thing, yeah, absolutely. Put a comment down below. Conversation really does help. Okay. Also, if you'd like to support me financially, I also have the super thanks button down below, as well as links to my PayPal and Patreon below. I have a special set of episodes made for the subscribers, okay, and the supporters of the channel. These episodes are on the list database, just like my History of Fan Anime is on a database that you can look and see of the various different episodes there. There I can give you episodes and things that I can cover in much more better detail, as well as cover topics that I can't cover here. Or display in a certain way here on YouTube, because obviously they just won't let me talk about that kind of stuff, or there's just too much problems displaying that kind of material on YouTube. So I have to put it on a separate server just to do that. Again, members and that kind of stuff. This is the way of thanking you for following me and helping me supporting this kind of content. Okay, so to give you something different to watch, definitely. So do check that out. Now, the year is 1988, and we're going to go and see what titles will make it onto the list and what titles will get bumped off the list. So let's begin. Okay, so we bring up the current list of all the 30 titles for both TV series, OAVs, and movies on the left-hand side here, and we have the most significant titles according to the My Anime list on the right-hand side. Now, again, we've already done the TV shows and the movies already, so now we're going to concentrate on the middle column, which is all the OAVs. And there is a significant number of OAVs. So this is, going to be a long sort of list of things to go through. Now, I'll just quickly just blast through the list just to give the indication of all the different titles on there. And then we're going to try to figure out a way to sort of break this. And obviously, there's a lot of them. There's over 30 of them here. So, I mean, this could very well, just totally rearrange, what's on the list on the OAVs, because there's probably a good number of titles that are worth it on here. Then we see here on the list we have Legend of the Galactic Heroes, Dragon's Heaven, Vodom's Red Shoulder, the OAVs, of course, Ultimate Teacher, the Dunvine OAVs, the Harbor Light Story, or part of the Fashion Lala set. Madonna, Xanadu, Machine Robo Liana, which is the OVA series following the Machine Robo series, the Orange Road Clips OVA, which is a summary clips of the TV series here, the Super Deformed Gundam Mark 1, the Pat Labor OVAs, Appleseed, the movie. I guess because it's more, they considered it an OVA, but it's kind of more like a movie, but they listed it as an OVA, so okay. Dominion Tank Police, Project Echo 3, Peacock King 2, Tokyo Vice, Antique Heart, Zillion Burning Night, God Mars the OVA, Dragon Ball, the PSA episode, so that's more like traffic safety or whatever episode, but okay, yeah. Bubblegum Crisis Hurricane Live 2032, which is a music video, or concert video, if you will. Bubblegum Crisis, Vampire Princess Mew, Aim for the Ace 2, 10 Little Golf Horse, which is the super formed version of the Golf Horse. His Name is Gold. Legend of the Galactic Heroes, again, more OVAs, Gunbusters, Bubblegum Crisis, Demon City Shinjuku, The Crying Freeman OVA is Violence Jack, Mellowlink, Starship Troopers, Project Zararimer, 1 Pound Gospel, the Maison Ikako recap, which is the summary episode for that, Golf Force 3, Space Family Carlvinson, Dragon Century, and of course the Gunbusters mini science lesson, or the sort of additional sort of background episodes for the Gunbusters OVA. Okay, so yeah, this is a good list, and I think there's going to be definitely a whole bunch of stuff that needs to go in there, and and things get eliminated here. So let's see where that also fits. Okay, so I'll start with, I guess, the easiest titles, or ones that are already sort of on the list already, so we don't have to do too much work on them. So first of all, we'd list the Dragon Ball PSAs, which are just basically, very specialized episodes, for public service announcements, using Dragon Ball characters. So we'll just kind of add that to the Dragon Ball or the TV series list. Next one would be Zillion Burning Night. So this is obviously the let's just take the characters in Zillion, put them into a band, and let's just make the a music video of like all the music from Zillion. So I mean they've done this for Bubblegum Crisis, Dan Cougar, others various different sort of animes that all sort of done this. I'm thinking Goddess Family Club, even Samurai Troopers, with the Energy Night guys, similar type of thing. So we can put that with Zillion. Project Echo 3, there's already Project Echo 1 and 2 are in the list, so we just added 3 to the list. Legend of the Galactic Heroes. So again, this is where they put the OAVs and the movies as the first test market for the TV series. I'm going to add this OAV to the TV series for that, so that's fine. Votum's Red Shoulder. Now, I've always mentioned that if you don't have time to take in the TV series for Votum's, do check out this Votum's Red Shoulder OVA. So anyways, I'm going to add this show OVA with the rest of the TV series. A good recommend there. There's the Machine Robo Liana OVA. So again, this is the a special Liana episode, since she's probably like the most popular female character for Machine Robo. Decided to make an episode of her. Again, I'm going to couple that with the TV series, so that's fine. The Orange Road clips. So this is essentially the music videos, or music, collection for Orange Road. And Orange Road does have a lot of really good music, but again, it's just like as always, it's just a music video. So again, I'll just group that in with the Kimiko Orange Road under the TV series. Next one is going to be the God Mars OVAs. Now again, I've already listed the God Mars movie. Both the movie and the OVAs, had a lot of trade and move around. A lot of people, again, I think the familiarity with the God Mars the movie is probably more than the OVAs. But again, that's in terms of at least showtime and the influence, I guess you can say. They can be combined together for this particular example. I don't know if it will last much more longer, because 1989 has more OVAs and movies for that, so that may get eliminated next year, but let's see what happens. That's for the next episode to be determined. We have the Bone Crisis 2030 live. Again, this is another, let's take the VAs and that kind of stuff, and let's put them in a live performance for Bone Crisis music and whatnot. So again, this is another music edition. I'll add that to the Bone Crisis. We have the next installment of Violence Jack. Violence Jack's already on the list, so we added that. Mellowlink. Now, as much as some people like to put Mellowlink separate from Votum's, in many ways the storyline is an offshoot of that. So I'm gonna put Mellowlink with the Votum's. Okay, so that is in that same sort of universe storyline, and so I'll combine it there. But again, if you don't, if you can't get into Red Shoulder and you don't want to get into the TV series for Votum's, a short OVA set that that might be worth taking a look at is then Mellowlink, and so you definitely might want to check on that one. Let's see, 1 Pound Gospel. Okay, so this is another one of these, things from, One Shotter from Rumiko Takahashi. Um, it's not officially part of the Rumik World series, of 1, 2, and 3 that I already got listed in there, but because it's it is a collection of Rumiko Takahashi one shots. I think I will probably throw it in with that one. Whether or not it survives the OVAs afterwards, we'll see. But definitely, I think that has a nice repertoire that she can put that together with her collection there. And the last one that's really easy would be obviously the Maison Kaku recap episode, which is essentially just again an OVA, videotape release OVA thing for the Maison Kaku TV series, sort of recapping all the episodes again. So again, I will just group that in with the TV series for that. Okay, so that that eliminates a good chunk of the titles off of the 30 or plus that they're there. Those are probably the easy ones to deal with. Okay, so I'm looking at the rest of this list here. There's quite a few good titles here. I mean, right off the bat, Dominion Tanks Police, Appleseed, Peacocking, Mew, Galforce, Gunbusters, Crying Freeman. I mean, looking at a good 5, 6 titles that should probably go on the list here. So that means basically when I'm looking at this, the OVA sheet here, I gotta sort of pick the 6 worst titles off that are gonna probably leave the list, and then based on that, what's probably the worst title on that then, and then see if any of the other remaining titles here just won't fit the list because just you're just too far down the line, right? So I'm going down this list and going, okay, I mean, we're looking at a caliber of a show that's got to be, Demon City Shinjuku, Crying Freeman. I mean, Appleseed's, pretty top notch. Dominion Tank Police is extremely popular. Again, I think for the lot of us, those Eclipse comics at the very beginning of, Dominion Tank Police was probably one of our few. Vampire Princess Mew, very, very popular. Can you saw Golf Force? So, so the worst one on the list would probably the things like, Demon City Shinjuku or Crying Freeman. So, I mean, you look down this list here, okay, what would be worse than those, right? And, okay, sure, I'd probably go Battle Royale High School. I mean, very, fisted. Well, I mean, okay, when comparing with something like Demon Shinjuku or Peacock King, okay, sure, that really, muscular, like, Fist in Our Store, slash, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure kind of look. But yeah, okay, all right, I can take that. I would probably take that one down. Outlanders is another one, because that's in the same boat that, Dominion Tank Police was in at that time, right? Okay, I'll write it down because I don't think it will last, but then at the same time, it might. Okay, MD Geist, okay, I mean, even though that was probably, one of the biggest ones in the gore factor, I think, in terms of an anime, there's something, way better than that. I would definitely get rid of Crystal Triangle. That's, pretty low down there. The Samurai. Again, just... now, let's see. Even though, okay, I personally like Cosmic Police Justice as well as Salamander because it was a good arc on both of them. But in terms of the lowest, tier mark or whatever that you're going to look at is basically... things there's Demon City Shinjuku or Crying Freeman, right? So, would I say Samurai would be that? No. So same thing with Cosmic Police Justice and Salamander. Would they have the staying power of that? And I'm gonna argue no. So I'm taking Justice and Salamander. Let's see. Maddox, okay, Angel's Egg. That's close, but Okay, I'm gonna leave him on there because he was the Vampire D guy, and so that's what is that X01, probably. Well, yeah, I guess Rem, Cosmos Police Shock, Digital Devil Story. Okay, I mean, okay, that does have a little bit to it, so I'll probably keep that one. Uh, Lily Cat, probably Humanoid. Professional Defense Force, I think, should stay on for that particular reason. As I said, Kizunoi Butu. If I had to compare, his works, definitely, I mean, Crying Freeman was better done than that one, even though the artwork is very, very similar. So, I'll leave that. And last one is Amon Saga. Again, just like Angel's Egg, that's the Vampire Hunter D guy. So I will leave that. So that will probably give me enough titles to substitute these ones in here. So in summary, what we're doing is we're taking Crying Freeman's in.